Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another future match commentary on the channel today. So this is going to be round 5 from the 3v3 LCS that's happening this weekend, and it's going to be between Simulator 3 on Tri-Brigade Zoodiac versus Valor 94 on Dogmatika Shaddoll Invoked. So wanted to get some Tri-Brigade here, so here we are. Happens to be actually from the same team as the match feature from round 1, but really couldn't find too many Tri-Brigade players left by the time this round started. But anyways, if you guys do want to check out the Luxury Gaming as far as their social media platforms are concerned, I'll have all of those linked in the description box below for you guys to check out. But let's get started with this matchup here without any further ado. So it looks like Shaddoll did win the RPS, but they're actually going to opt to go second here, which is a pretty interesting choice. I think that a lot of these strong cards in the engine are really good going second as well, and you can see the deck is probably built to go second here. So the opening hand for Tri-Brigade going first is going to be Triple Tactics Talent, Kit, Torrential Tribute, Fractal, and Revolt. So we see this is obviously the more trap-oriented build that we've been seeing running around lately, and also kind of borrowing from the OCG, there's the Zoodiac engine splash in as well. But yeah, this hand's definitely pretty solid, has a couple of starters, plays for next turn, and some very, very powerful defensive traps. And then the opening hand for Shaddoll going second is going to be Double Phantasme, Beast, Lightning Storm, and Super Poly. So this hand is kind of low in the engine side of things, but we'll have to see what Phantasme is going to draw into since it will most certainly be coming down in this matchup here. So kicking things off for the Tri-Brigade player, they're going to start by activating Fractal's effect. That's going to pitch itself to send a copy of Nerval from deck to graveyard, which triggers a Nerval effect to add a copy of Chaos from deck to hand. They're then going to normal summon the Kit, and then use that effect. That's going to banish 2 to summon a copy of the Farid. And then looks like on that summon, they will be using the Phantasme. So that's going to go and draw 2 and put 1 back, drawing into a copy of the Ultimate Wizard in terms of attack and defense, and the Nadir Servant. So DM, probably just going to be put right back. They're then going to follow up with a copy of Triple Tactics Talent, which will be used to look at the hand. So that's actually going to take Lightning Storm out of it, and they're going to keep track of the rest of the 4 cards. As far as I remember, with Konami events, note taking still isn't permitted, but this is obviously not a Konami event. It's Luxury with a different rule set, for example, different time procedures. So this definitely is, I'm pretty sure it's allowed under LCS. But yeah, it's always good like if you can just keep track of what your opponent has anyways. So there's that. But carrying on here, Farid effect is going to activate. That's going to summon a copy of Chaos from hand. And then they're going to link away for a copy of Rugal here. And then Farid's going to draw into Desires. And then I think I want to put back, but they are going to put back the Desires. So valuing the cards they have over a potential draw 2 here. So we're going to see the Chaos banishing 2 more. That's going to summon a copy of the Ancient Warriors Link monster. They're then going to link summon into a copy of the Shrag. And then Shrag is going to banish the Phantasme. And then they're going to set 2 and then pass. So here they have a way to trigger Shrag via the Revolt. They don't actually have that many, good cards to summon. Actually, they have this can summon from banish as well, obviously. So I forgot they have a Kit and Nerval. So yeah, they definitely can just get their resources going. And they have TT as well as the Ancient Warriors links. So 3 interruptions most likely. I believe this is a hard once per turn on the banish, just making sure. Yeah, but super solid end board, has a lot of follow-ups as well. So we're going to see a top deck droplet return on the side of Shaddoll, which will be pretty decent at helping to mitigate the impact of this end field right here. So they're going to start things off with their Nadir Servant. That really is their only playmaker right now. So that's going to send a copy of App Clone to add a copy of Ecclesia from deck to hand. And then App Clone is going to activate its effect to add a Schism from deck to hand. And then they're going to pitch Beast off of that. And then Beast is going to draw into a copy of Alpha. So we see even more Go Second cards. We see, we saw Lightning Storm, we see Alpha, Droplet, Phantasme, Super Poly, just a lot of Go Second stuff. I don't imagine there's very many hand traps in here. But Ecclesia is going to activate. That's going to activate her effect to go and search for a Maximus. And then we're going to proceed to battle phase. Ecclesia is going to attack into the double Dragon Lords. So they're going to have to use Droplet here since this is at 1600 currently. Yeah, they are going to go and use Droplet in the damage step. So that's going to negate these 2 monsters in the field and have their attacks. And they're taking 400. So this halves their attack and then negates their effects. So if I remember how this works correctly, similar to like Appaloosa, it would go down to 800 and then negate it. So I think it should be 700 damage. I could be wrong though. Somebody let me know. This is always something that I kind of got confused about, to be honest. So if anyone knows that exact ruling or the exact amount of damage that should be taken there, please do let me know. But we're going to see Maximus being activated next. That's going to banish App Clone. Up, and they are thinking on summon here, so it's going to hit the board. And this is probably a good enough time to use Torrential Tribute. Definitely pretty solid. So that's going to wipe the board, and then Shry gets to activate, and that'll just be a concession from the Shaddoll player. So Tri-Brigade Zoodiac taking things in game one. Not really saying too much of the Zoodiac stuff, but it's a very, very compact engine anyways. So it really is primarily still a Tri-Brigade deck. But we're going to move now into game number 2 here, and it looks like the Tri-Brigade player is going to actually be forced to go second this time around. If you guys are enjoying this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new here, want to see more commentary similar to this. But the opening hand for Shaddoll going first this time is going to be the Ferocious Dragon with the Deadly Attack, Nadir Servant, Double Droplet, and Solemn Judgment. So once again, only opening Nadir Servant for their play starters. But I mean, this card really is super strong, right? Not really too much to say about this hand. It kind of speaks for itself. And then the opening hand for Tri-Brigade Zoodiac is going to be Torrential Tribute, Revolt, Trap Trick, Kit, and Triple Tactics Talent. Wow, this is such a similar hand to game 1. It's really just Fractal instead of the Trap Trick. So that is definitely interesting. But Nadir Servant is going to be activated. That's going to send App Clone to add a copy of Ecclesia. And the App Clone's effect is going to be used. That is going to add and then send a copy of Squamata, which triggers a Squamata to send a copy of Schism. They're then going to normal summon Ecclesia and fire off her effect for a Maximus. And then they're going to banish the App Clone to summon out the Maximus and then use the effect of it. That's going to send... Oh, they're doing this so they choose at the same time. Okay, fair enough. So they're going to send Construct and Chimera Felicia. And then they're going to send Tiger Mortar and Farid. Yeah, it isn't also, so it is simultaneous. Yeah, so that's actually an interesting way to resolve that in Dueling Book. I guess that's fair enough. So there's going to be a couple of effects here. So Construct gets to add back, and then we also get Farid as well. So Farid going to be chilling 2, and then the chilling 1 of Construct is going to add back the Schism. So they're going to draw in a Whiptail, and they're going to put back the Trap Trick. And then we're going to see a set 4, and then I'm going to pass. For turn, we can see a top deck Ash Blossom, on time as usual. Yeah, that would have been nice last turn for sure. But Standby Phase with Felicia effect, or Chimera Felicia is going to be activated. That's going to search possibly Shaddoll Fusion. It could also add, I believe, Super Poly as well. And we see the Dragoon package, obviously, so they are going to be able to search Red Ice Fusion if they want to. But we're going to proceed to main phase 1. They're going to normal summon Whiptail. And then they're thinking here they're going to let that resolve. They're going to then go straight into Trident. And then they're going to go Battle Phase. They're going to attack into the Maximus. So they're going to take 1800, and then they're going to banish the Maximus off the Whiptail. Then in main phase 2, they're going to be thinking here. They're going to go Shakanine, and then Borbo, and then Zeus. And then the Zeus is going to be Judgmented on Summon, which is fair enough. They're then going to set Torrential and set Revolt, and they're going to pass back. Thinking in the end of main phase, they're going to use Schism here, and then that's going to banish. It says DtheSecond. You took too long to say thinking end of main. So 28 seconds passed, it looks like. So they call a judge here. Yeah, I showed up, or I had this game open, but obviously I have multiple tabs open. But I remember tabbing back into this game during this judge call. So from what I remember, basically Coder rules that because the player in the red did not declare phases and clicked the end turn button, they're allowing a response from the player in the blue. Whereas they're arguing that clicking the end turn button is functionally on Dueling Book the same as the end phase. So I'm not a judge. I'm not going to pretend to declare what's correct here. So I'll just scroll through the chat. You guys can read if you want to, but this was a pretty long judge call. But yeah, that's kind of the long story short there. So Schism does in fact get to resolve in main 2 here. And then they're going to go for App Clone here. And they get an extension as well. Alright, so they're going to proceed to end phase and pass. We're going to see a top deck Magical Ice Fusion. So that's pretty interesting as well. A pretty big package of the Dragoon stuff. well, bigger than normal, I would say. Anything that's beyond just one Red Ice Fusion, one Red Ice Black Dragon, one Dark Magician is a bigger package in my eyes. But they're going to go ahead and in standby phase, they're going to use Tri-Brigade Revolt. So that's going to bring back the Whiptail, the Trident, the Shakanine, and the Borbo. And then they're going to link off into a Shrike. So they're going to activate Shrike effect here on Summon. And then Channeling 2, drop what's going to be used. It's going to pitch Magicalized. And then Channeling 3 is going to be Torrential Tribute. So that's going to wipe the board. And then Shrike resolves to banish the Schism since it's no longer on field. So there's nothing for droplet to negate. And then in a new chain, App Clone and the Shrike also get to activate. Oh wait, no, there's nothing banished. Never mind. It's just the App Clone. So App Clone is going to go ahead and add and then send a copy of Wendy. And then Wendy is going to go ahead and set Beast. Yeah, so the fact that they actually waited to Judgment the Zeus instead of, say, Judgment like the normal summon of a Zoo meant that they actually had more fodder for Revolt. So that's kind of something interesting to think about. But yeah, going to set Beast off of the Wendy here, and then they're going to end main phase and then pass. We're going to see a top deck Triple Tactics talent for turn. So they actually don't have to play through a whole ton here. So they're going to normal summon the Kit, and then use Kit's effect. That is going to banish, looks like 2, 3, 4. And then Droplet's going to be used. That's going to send away the Red Ice Black Dragon to negate it. And they're going to just pass here. For turn, we can see a top deck Ecclesia. So they're going to flip summon Beast first. That's going to draw into Cosmic and Red Ice Fusion. They're then going to probably pitch the Red Ice Fusion, considering the Red Ice Black Dragon's already in Graveyard. So yeah, that's going to be the pitch there. And then Cosmic Effect, that's going to banish the set Triple Tactics talent. Then they're going to normal summon the Ecclesia, use her effect. That's going to grab a copy of Punishment. And then they're going to proceed to battle phase, attack over Kit, and then attack for 22. So 3k total should be. Kit, in the meantime, gets to activate. That's going to send a copy of Nerval and add a copy of another Kit to hand. So just kind of keeping that loop going here. Taking another 22 from the Beast, and then going to set Punishment and pass. For turn, we're going to see a top deck Imperial Order, which is maybe a little bit late, but I still think it's pretty decent for Tri-Brigade, depending on when the punishment gets used. So they're going to normal summon the Kit, and then they're going to be thinking there on summon. They're actually going to let the summon go through. So Kit is actually going to be able to activate. That's going to banish 4 more, and then that's going to summon out a copy of Shrike. Shrike effect is going to be activated. They're going to chain the punishment, and then punishment is going to target Kit. They're then going to destroy the Kit, and then Shrike also gets to resolve, so that's going to banish Beast. And then Entis gets to activate as Chilling 2, but Kit also gets to activate as Chilling 1, so that's going to target Shrike. So Nerval going to be sent off Kit there, and then Nerval and Shrike both trigger here. So in the same chain, that's going to add Fractal, and then add a copy of Chaos. And then they also have Triple Tactics Talent as well, so you're going to steal. And that is going to be it. So that is Tri-Brigade Zoodiac actually 2-0ing Shaddoll Dogmatika Invoked right there. Yeah, I think the punishment was, like, they held the punishment for a bit long there. Maybe they wanted to get value out of it. They could have also just as well sent an App Clone or something. Granted, that would have also played into the Triple Tactics Talent, which, for all intents and purposes, probably would have been used to draw more cards at that point. Maybe, not entirely sure. But if it was just Kit plus Triple Tactics Talent plus Imperial Order, the Kit would have maybe been able to search via like sending Nerval. But yeah, they would have had to have been another extender on top of that. So maybe like grabbing Chaos and then like seeing what they draw into. Because yeah, all that would have been left was the Beast and the Ecclesia at that point. But yeah, very interesting games for sure. That judge call was definitely a pretty long one, but overall, I think this was still a pretty good demonstration of the Tri-Brigade deck for sure. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me with the links in the description as usual. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.